landing.
Karine Boucher, first of the French girls we see. Well, she's down among the 30s, starting at 32nd, with an indication of the quality of this all-round competition.
Full twisting double back there in the pike position. Certainly not a simple skill. And at this level, you really have to pull out all the stops. Front somersault, round off, backflip, and a double pike somersault. Having to widen the legs there to make a landing, I didn't ever really get them together to spot it. There's the full twist. Very late into that somersault, and head only about 9 inches clear of the floor. Karine Boucher from France.
Quitting Chen scored 9.7 on the beam, where Silivash didn't do as well as she would have wished. And allowed Shushunova to regain a little ground. Remaining goal going for the leotard of the team. 9.825 for the French girl. Shushunova with the independent leotard of her own choice. This is Hanna Rickner of Czechoslovakia on the floor. Hanna Rickner started the day in 26th place. Nice double tuck back somersaults, and just .025 between the top two at the halfway stage.
And we'll be returning to the gym.
Both have to aim for the maximum. First run, all there. Great stuff. The slow motion may prove me wrong, but I think that second run, which goes on for so long, was actually completed more cleanly than when she got her 10 in the previous competition.
Well, there's the start, the first tumble run. No problem there. That's a good shot of the pike, 1 3/4 Arabian. A little adjustment, but forgivable. And something special coming up now. Knees. And a full twisting flip-flack or backflip to finish that incredible sequence. Only one way to finish. And that's like that. She really presented that routine brilliantly.
Judges on the floor come from Portugal, Sweden, Spain, Romania, and they come up with a 10. Perfect score. She's done what she did in the team competition. Same exercise, the optional routine. Sidivash also has a 10 on the floor, but that was in the compulsory. Living with pressure. Thrilling beyond measure. No way, surely, the judges can divide the two on the floor.
Certainly not, and she took out a very difficult start that she made a mistake on in the team competition. She cut down the difficulty ever so slightly. See, in the team competition, she did a double twist there and only a single twist today. She really is going for it. And this was amazing. Double twisting back somersault, punch front as high as a head. Back again, the same thing again.
And a 10 it is, and rightly so. It will all come down to the vault to decide the title, and in that, Sidivash will go first of the 9, and Shushunova will go last.
Fairly level pegging, isn't it? In fact, after 3 rotations, Sidivash 69.687, Shushunova 69.662. We're all set for that final rotation now. The vault, as we return live to Mitch Fenner and to Barry Davies.
And we're looking at the current leader, Daniela Sidivash. First to go on the vault. She could, of course, put it beyond the reach of Shushunova if the Romanian girl comes up with the 10. But she hasn't yet shown her best on the vault. 2 9.9s. They get 2 vaults. This is the girl in 3rd place, Oginskaya, who will be on the floor. It is amazing that, and here's the girl in 4th place, Potorak of Romania. So there's a Soviet-Romanian contest at the top and for the 3rd. Head judge on the vault comes from Czechoslovakia. Shushunova practicing. Full twisting Yurchenko was her choice. Let's see what Sidivash is planning. They're both going for the same. But will there be a change if the score is good enough on the first vault? Unlike the men, they get a second opportunity. But how amazing that in both the male and female competitions for the all-round title, it's come down to the very last event. This is Lashanova. Side by side. For one elation, for the other disappointment. Second place would be no consolation to either of these girls. She's done a warm-up. All she can do now is wait. And for her, probably the worst part will be watching the performance of Sidivash. She could provide sudden death for the Soviet girl. First vault. Really excellent. And the roll of drums that accompanied it.
Both these girls are capable of landing on a centime, and Shushunova knows that she's got to find something really special. Again, legs locked together in the twist. And that was nailed. It could be all over. I wonder if it is.
Among the judges is the great Nelly Kim. 9.95. The gold is still there for the taking for both of them. But I bet Shushunova didn't dare look at the scoreboard. The other judges from Holland, from the two Germanys. Last chance for Sidibesh.
A bit tighter in flight, but she took a pace back. He smacked the legs together to make sure of style in flight that time, but there was a pace back. You can see it now. Smacked the legs together earlier that time, slightly to the side, and there's the pace that leaves the door just a little bit open for Shushunova. But look at that shape. Spins into the ground, and there's the adjustment.
So her first vault given the better score, 9.95. What an agony it's going to be. At least Shushunova knows that she can do something about it. Sidibesh can no longer. If Shushunova could come up with a 9.975, the gold medal would be shared. If she finds the 10, it's all hers. Another 7 have to go before she will get her chance. Not a glance. Relaxation exercise. Just to imagine you're on a sleepy shore, well away from the tensions of the moment. Dagmar Kirsten. They're all coming out a little bit to the left as we look from behind the vault.
Yeah, that's a sign they're twisting slightly too early. If you twist early, you'll come to the side. Legs well akimbo. Dagmar Kirsten all the time following the two great rivals. 9.925, and that was her best score for the vault.
The last World Championship, Shushunova was the runner-up to Dobre. She won the vault and shared the floor with Sidibesh, who previously had shared the bars with Tumler of East Germany. Sidibesh was the champion of Europe and took 3 other gold medals. Shushunova won just 1. It was on the vault. She shared the world title with Emelianchik in 1985. Her great chum who supported her all the way through here. She won another gold medal. It was on the vault. In fact, the last person to beat her in a major championship on the vault, you've got to go back a long way. She didn't compete, of course, in the '84 Olympics when the Romanian girl Sabo took the vault title. Contest for the minor places goes on. In the foreground there, Aurelio Dobre. waiting to go on the beam. Music on the floor is some West Side Story. What we know for sure is that here in the gymnastics, it's an East Side Story. World champion on this piece of apparatus, Dobry. Slightly more rotations there than Sidibesh. To adjust.
Powerful lunge forward to make sure that aerial cartwheel. Flick flack, the shoulders square, lay out back somersault to walk out. Positive agility on the beam from Aurelia Dobre. Here's Camelia Voinea, a team champ. And yet another teammate on the floor, Gabriela Potorac.
Years old. Still in with a chance of bronze, but it would need to be exceptional, this performance on the floor. Been full of smiles all the way through, enjoying her opportunity at major level.
There's the full twist.
At the rotations, two, and punch front that followed it. Same landing to complete. 9.925 on the floor for Potorac. But we wait for the performance and the score, which matters most. Shushunova.
And we'll be back very shortly to see Shushunova's reply to that target.
Give her a tie with Potterach. Anything better, and she'll overtake her.
Hungary's Beata Storcha. Beata came into the voluntary competition in 24th place. 19 and one of the older girls in the competition. Whoops, bad landing, but she moved out of that pretty rapidly.
Well, we'll be back for Shushunova, but let's hand for the moment over to athletics.
The Soviet Union to catch her, but she must get something like a maximum score of 10 to do it on the vault. We'll return to Mitch Fenner and Barry Davies.
One can only stand and stare. The other with the opportunity. Everything has been aimed to this one moment since she started her gymnastics career. Oh, save. 9.975 is what is needed to square things for the gold medal.
Legs apart at that point, exactly as Silivash, and the same landing. It's a question of what the judges give it, and that's it.
They've given it the 10. Shushunova has the Olympic title. Poor Daniela Silivash. You have to feel sorry for the loser here. All those cold mornings, long evenings, all the effort. And in the end, only one could win. Second attempt. The step back doesn't matter anymore. Shushunova is the Olympic champion. In the end, they have 6 tens apiece, but only one will go away with the gold. Put yourselves in their position. The winner is 19 years old. The loser is 18. Tears of joy and a face of disappointment on the other side of the arena.
Heartbreaking in a way, isn't it? Dave Moorcroft, you're here to give your comments on the athletics, but that's an astonishing climax of that gymnastics, isn't it?
It's amazing, isn't it? You've got to feel sorry for the Romanian, but the quality of performance and the skill is just, you know, for a person that just runs round around the track, it's hard to comprehend. Absolutely fantastic.
Right, let's turn to someone who does just
The fourth rotation, and now on the vault, absolutely crucial, Shushunova.
The moment of truth for Elena Shushunova. She knows exactly what she's got to do. 9.975 will give her a share of the gold. 10 will give her it outright.
She's had to wait so long. She must be almost drained already.
For Yurchenko, perfect position on the horse. Great control all the way through. She's got the 10. The gold goes to Shushunova. Wins it at the last gasp. And still no smile.
Well, John, remember that she might have won the gold, but to her the competition isn't over.
Disappointment there for Daniela Silivash, but Shushunova, having been beaten in the World Championships last November, is the new Olympic champion. And just for good measure, she does it again. Now she's allowing herself to smile. And really, one has got to just take your hat off to this girl. She has trained like never before. It's obvious from the shape she's in. She doesn't find it easy to keep her weight down. She was so disappointed to lose the World Championship in November, and now the ultimate triumph. That makes an absolute full set of medals for her. World Cup, World Championship, and now Olympic Championship, and it's getting to her. There's Omolenchik congratulating her, joint world champion with her in 1985 in Montreal, and Rodionenko, the chief Russian girls coach, comes over and gives her a hug as well.
Boginskaya, by the way, got the bronze. I feel a bit sorry for Silivash. I think she's been done out of it, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it was so close. I mean, in the first round that we saw early on in the week, you know, she was being beaten by Shushunova, but by such a little margin. In actual fact, Silivas, in that one competition that we've seen, because what they do with the two scores added together for the compulsories and the optionals, they halve it and they add these scores to it. But Silivas actually beat Shushunova in this one competition, what we've just seen, but what was carried over from earlier on in the earlier competition.
Right, I tell you, we're going to have to stop you there, Suzanne, but that is a topic I really do want to come back to, because it was...
Shushunova would be happy to stay there all day.
Olympic champion.
La médaille d'or est champion olympique. The gold medalist and Olympic champion. USSR, Yelena Shushunova, scoring 79.662.
The merited master of sport from the Army Sports Club in Leningrad, Yelena Shushunova, is the Olympic all-round gymnastics champion. Smiling in such contrast with the grimness of competition. Oh, that's nice. The girl from Deva in Romania, able to find the composure to congratulate the winner, having been beaten by 0.025 of a mark. Six tens apiece they achieved. The runner-up getting applause to almost match that of the champion.
La médaille de bronze, the bronze medalist, USSR, Svetlana Boginskaya, scoring 79.400.
0.237 further back. Svetlana Boginskaya, 15 years old. What position will she take in 4 years' time? Or will the two girls just behind her, Gabriela Podorac of Romania, just 0.363 behind her, and her compatriot, Natalia Lashonova, have advanced sufficiently to deny her? Silivash, the first non-Soviet Union competitor to stand on the rostrum in the gymnastics hall, but the champion once again from that country, Yelena Shushunova of the Soviet Union. The eyes moist, and no wonder. But when she looks back on this victory, she will surely remember that heart-stopping moment when she thought that Silivash, with the Romanian girl's first vault, was about to get a 10 and take the title. Instead, having been asked to wait an eternity, Shushunova found the form to grab the gold.
She grabbed it with a 10. Yelena Shushunova takes the gold, and that means the Soviet Union has won all 4 gold medals so far contested in gymnastics. But
Girls' coach comes over and gives her a hug as well. Confirmation there. Yelena Shushunova is the new Olympic champion. A total of 79.662. Look how close Daniela Silivash is behind her, but she had to settle for silver, and Svetlana Boginskaya took the bronze.
Separates the top 2, each with 4 10s to her credit. Yelena Shushunova of the Soviet Union leading Daniela Silivash of Romania. 10 countries represented with 3 gymnasts. 2 come from Spain, 1 each from Italy, Japan, France and Brazil. The first we see is Potorac of Romania on the vault. She's in 4th position.
The round off onto the board, which makes this a Yurchenko with a full twist. Excellent start for Potorac. There's the round off. And that's the full twist in the straight somersault.
Looking for a 9.95 at least. And she might get it. There's certainly the head-to-head between Shushunova and Silivash, although there are others in contention, notably Svetlana Boginskaya, who started extremely well on the vault, starting with a 9.9. The difference in this competition is that the girls are allowed 2 vaults, but it's so tight at the top. Boginskaya had started on the vault with a 9.9, and she's now got a 9.95. The top 2 are on the bars.
9.9.
So a little bit of opportunity for Silivash.
Absolutely faultless. Daniela Silivash really has laid down the gauntlet, Barry. Boginskaya from the Soviet Union on bars.
Excellent catch-off. Gonna find this mark. 9.25 and 9.9. She retains the #1 position. At some of the ground that Shushunova lost on the bars, she's now made up.
And on the beam now is Gabriela Potorac from Romania. Perky little thing. And a solid start.
That's the best double tuck-back somersault we've seen. Lovely dismount. And what a good job she's done, Gabriela Poterek. You bear in mind she came in to these Olympic Championships in place, really, of Ekaterina Szabo, the replacement from the World Championship side.
Performances like this will place her at the top of the Romanian tree. A future champion without any doubt. Let's count these turns. It's 1-4-1 so far. It goes on forever. There's 2. And the Corbett rollout. And this is what gave the routine such class. That excellent double tuck-back somersault to finish. The best performance we've seen on beam today so far.
9.95. She gets the bronze medal. Awaits her. Certainly a piece of music that suits her. Very expressive. If her moves are not quite so complicated and intricate as those of the top 2.
Well, this one certainly was. It's a full twisting double back. But she opted for less difficult tumbles as the routine went on. There's a double twist. Cleanly round. But such contrast in shape, rhythm and mood in that exercise. It came together really well as a well-balanced and choreographed routine.
.9 should be good enough to be on the medal rostrum.
Champion Olympique, the gold medalist and Olympic champion, USSR, Yelena Shishkova, scoring 79.662.
The merited master of sport from the Army Sports Club in Leningrad, Yelena Shishkova,